AI Logo Suite. Hey guys, hope you're all okay, and in this video I'll be giving you a detailed demo of what AI Logo Suite is all about. So I'm inside the members area right now, and as you can see over here on the left hand side, you've got all the key functions and access to all these amazing tabs. And on the right hand side, you've got your login logout button. Your bonuses are listed right over here, and beneath that you can get started by creating new animation in few quick steps by clicking on to this button right over here. And underneath that you have got timeline, and it'll show you all the projects that you have created. And underneath that you've got current status of the project that you have generated or created, with the status on when that was done. And underneath that you have got all your templates that you can use for amazing logo animation. And beneath that you have got latest templates which are actually in demand, and a lot of users are selecting these, so it'll give you a quick access to the most famous logo that you can choose to get started with. So on the left hand side, I'll get started by creating an animation, and you've got your help desk access as well over here, support desk and email. So let's get cracking and smashing with creating an animation. So all you have to do is just click on create animation. Will give you a drop down with create new and list of your animations that you have created. So all you have to do is just click on create new, and once you're over here, this will give you access to all your templates, your logos, your graphics, and you've got a long massive list of that, so you can actually select from any one of these. So you've got massive hundreds and hundreds of templates listed right over here. And I'm gonna get started by creating an exploding practical logo right over here, which I really like. So if I click on this, this will actually give you the access to view the actual animation. So you can click on play and you can actually listen to this, and it's really loud, so let me just reduce the volume on this one. So you can actually view the actual animation, and you can then click on create logo animation. So I'll play this for you now. It's really cool. So obviously you can rebrand that with your logo, or whichever logo that you want to get started with. So all you have to do is just click on create logo animation, and will take you to the next step, wherein you need to fill in some blanks. So you need to name the project, obviously. So I'm just going to name this project as new anim 1. Okay, and you can select your logo from your gallery. If you have got your own brand, then you can get started with it. So I'm just gonna choose this right over here. I've got my own brand logo right over here, so I'm just gonna upload that over here. So it's been uploaded. So you've got an option to have the resolution of your animation. So I've got my logo listed right over here, and I'm gonna be I mean, you can go up to 4K. For training purposes, I'm just gonna choose, because it takes a few minutes just to render. So I'll just take 1080 over here, and I've got it's generating right over here whilst we are on the next one. So you can change the background color, you can change the practical color, you can change the color scheme, the yellow, and you can actually make changes to that. So I'm just going to leave that as standard because I like the color scheme on this one. So the next you have to do is click on the obvious next step, and once you're over here, you can actually choose I've got a test client over here, so I'm just going to select that, and you can automatically render once that is approved. So just click on that, and you can either remove that, you can have your company logo, or if you have to fill the blanks, then you can actually get started by filling that. I'll just leave that for now. And over here we've got test audio that you can actually listen to. So we've got some audio over here for you, so you can actually listen to all these individual audios. And the other one which I really like is this one. So I'm just going to select the BG Music 7. I mean, you've got a massive list of hundreds and hundreds of music that you can select from. So I'll just go to the one, and I'm just going to select this one, which is the 7 number. Okay, and I've got that done. I'll just pause it over here, and it'll show you the logo and everything over here. So you've got your start time. You can actually customize that from where to where you want the music and where you want to stop the music. I'm just gonna leave that as standard right over here because that'll cover the entire video. So I'll move to the next step right over here, and your animation is generating. So now you have to wait a few minutes, and you will be able to enjoy a new video, and you can go to the animation list and you can actually keep an eye on the progress, or the process. So the progress is, it's 0% done, and within a couple of minutes we'll just come back to it and see once that is done. So I'll move to the next step now, which is my favorite one, to create new AI logos. Now in this one, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is just give a prompt. Click on this, create new AI logo, and underneath that you've got create a logo. So just click on that and give a prompt, any prompt. So I really like Viking prompts. So I'm just gonna type in unique Viking logo. Okay, and I'm just gonna hit on generate. Just give it a minute. Do not stop or refresh the page or close the page, because you're gonna lose your prompt. Yeah, you'll have to start all over again. So I'm just gonna leave it over here, and within no time it's given me some absolutely unique Viking logos. So I quite like this one, so I'm just gonna save this logo. You can save this as well. You can see it's all saved on cloud, so you don't have to worry of saving it on your drive, or thinking of like saving it on a pen drive or anything like that. So everything is saved on cloud. Okay, so once that is done, you can go to your list and you can actually see that you have saved all three of them on this particular time, on this particular date, and you can actually edit them. You can create a template out of it. You can delete them. So if I click on edit, it will actually take me to the modification gallery, and I can actually modify it however way I like it. So I mean, you can actually add in shapes, images, remove background, AI text overlay. You can do so much. You've got YouTube link as well, hyperlink as well. You can place a hyperlink as well. So yeah, pretty much everything that you need. So back to the dashboard and moving to the next option, which is Job Finder. Now in this Job Finder, you can actually select any of these companies that you want a job in, and these are all job search platforms which will give you obviously close searches to whatever job that you're looking for. So all you have to do is just put in a prompt over here and select the companies that you are looking to find a job on whichever platform, and then search for it, and it'll give you the job offer in that specific field or job. Yeah, so it'll give you the openings of jobs with whichever company it is, and you can then update your CV, and then you can apply for that specific job in your city and in your country. And moving to the next tab, which is create a portfolio. So on this create a portfolio, all you have to do is just click on the drop down, hit on create a video, and once you're over here, give a title to a video. Over here, I'm just gonna name the video as automation 1, and if you have got a tagline, okay, I'm just gonna put that as one step ahead. And then you have got the file types over here. You want to create a zip individual animation file, or you want to create a individual animation file, or stitch all animation files into a single video. So I'm just going to click that on this one. And if you've got your logo, you can upload that. And then you've got again hundreds and hundreds of animation logos right over here. I'm just gonna select this one right over here, and then hit on create portfolio. So once that is done, it'll go to your portfolio list, and on the portfolio list it'll say, once that is completed, it'll say completed. Once that is rendering, it'll say rendering, because it's under process right now. And the next particular tab that we have is AI proposal generator. So in this AI proposal generator, pretty straightforward. So whatever prompt that you put right over here will give you an amazing format that you can use. So whatever proposal that you would generate, so it's about, I'm just gonna put that as okay, and I'm gonna hit generate, and within no time it's giving you the subject, and it's giving you the entire email, and it's giving you your ending of the email as well. So the entire email that you have right over here is to the hiring manager for this particular job description. So if I change that to bank manager, and if I hit generate, again within no time, just let it load. So you've got your entire email to the hiring manager, and which is, if you're not happy, you can regenerate that again. So you can generate emails and stuff pretty much on any topic. So you've got your Fiverr gig generator. Again, you need to explain the detailed the prompt, the better the response. I'm just giving you a demo. I'm just giving you to show you the overview of how it's used, because if I get into the nitty gritty, the video is going to take, say, about hours for me to explain every single bit. So I'm just giving you an overview of how it's done and what to do and how to use. So the next one that we have is Fiverr Gig Generator. Now in this Fiverr Gig Generator, if you are offering services on Fiverr, then you can actually generate an entire service customed to that specific offer that you are selling or promoting on Fiverr. So for instance, I'm just going to put that as YouTube engagement. Okay, and I'm just going to hit on generate. So this will create an entire gig for me on that specific title. So skyrocket your YouTube engagement now, drive traffic and grow your channel. And it's given me a detailed breakdown on the description of the gig and the package that we offer, and the FAQs, frequently asked questions, gallery suggestions, and it's got keyword optimization. So absolutely amazing. I mean, this is all you need, to be honest. And the more, as I've said, the more detailed the prompt, the more detailed the response. So the next one is edit your logo. I'm just going to click on edit your logo. I mean, you can generate your logo from AI as well by clicking on this one. So or you can edit your existing logo, whichever logo that you have. If you want to make any changes to that, you can actually start making changes to it. And okay, so let it load, and within like, wow, look at this, that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that is the logo generated by AI, and if you're not happy with it, you can regenerate the logo again. Okay, and every single time the logo is generated is going to be unique logo. I mean, it's not that everyone else is going to have the same logo for the same prompt. No, the AI generates unique logo specific to your prompt just for you. Okay, so just generating another one. Let's give it a minute and it'll be done. Now this is absolutely insane. It's come up with an absolutely brilliant Viking man logo, and this is crazy. Look at that. So you can actually get started by editing this image by clicking on edit button, and if you have got your own logo that you want to edit, you can edit that as well. So you can again add shapes, add extra images, remove background, AI text, overlay. You can add YouTube URLs, and you can do all sorts basically with this. So you can actually add objects, emojis, and everything, abstracts. So you name it, you've got it. Okay, so if I go back to this, let me just save this logo because this is really cool. Okay, so that is done, and our edit your logo function is done now, and I've got manage clients. So now to manage clients, you can actually add a client. So you can add the client's details right over here. Okay, okay, I'm going to give that a username as logo test 123. I'll just put that as Carl's marketing, and then I've got the email address as Carl's test at test123.com, and then you give a password. Okay, once that is done, I'll just add a client. So that's actually successfully added a client, and you can give these details to your client and they will be able to log in onto the manage a client panel. So if you go to the client logo list, you can actually see the list from here. On whichever person that you've added, they can then access the backend to view the the client list. So they can actually access the animations and the logos that you've generated, or whichever one you have put in their account, that they can access it. So right over here we have got manage client panel. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this. The manage client panel is the next one. So you go on manage client panel, create a panel, and over here I'm just gonna name that as client 123. You can add your custom domain. If you want to use the subdomain, you just put that as subdomain and enter subdomain name, I'm just gonna put that as Carl's test. Okay, and save to the client panel, and once that is saved, it'll go onto your list right over here. So client 123, as you can see over here. So once that is done, it'll come onto your list, and once that comes to your list, you can actually view the site, and you can access the site with a user ID and password that you have actually created onto this. So before this step, we created a user ID and password. So you need to log on to this with that user ID and password. Okay, so the next one that we have is done for you OTO, and over here we have got send request. So you just need to name it over here. So I'm just going to name that as OTO 1, 2, 3. And if you have got your file over here, you just put that down, and you can save that right over here. It'll go to your list right over here. So done for your list. So you can get started with it, and underneath that you have got your done for your list over here, and then you have got your automation OTOs over here. You can generate automation right over here. So you've got your automation OTOs, so you can actually name this file as automation1, and then you can select any one of the logos right over here, and you can actually put your logo right over here, and you can hit on create, and that'll create your automation right over here. And then you've got your trending templates list. So all the trending templates, I've shown you this one, which I actually used earlier in this video, is showing as trending logo. So you can actually use this one. So I really like the graphics and the animation on this one. So if you want to give it a go, you can. Then you've got tons and tons to select from the list anyway. So going back to the dashboard right over here, we actually created the animation right over here. It's been completed, and you can actually view this right over here. So I'm just going to mute it because it's going to be loud, and you can actually watch the animation with the logo or with your logo. If the logo is really neat, it'll come really neat, and then you can use this for your intro, for your outro of your videos, and you can do a lot with this, and especially if you're doing videos and if you're doing graphics, this logo is also really cool. And I'll show this to you. It's a brick one, and it looks really cool. That looks really nice though. Okay, so again, inside the dashboard you get all your key functionalities. You can keep a track of what's happening, the status on on your projects, the templates. You've got your latest templates, and you've got your bonuses right over here, and you've got your help desk service right over here. All the key features, functionalities on your left hand side on the panel right over here. You've got your settings right over here, your sub users right over here. You can actually create sub user, and over here you can actually create a sub-user, so you can give the details of the sub-user, and you can add sub-user, and you can give this details to your your colleagues, whoever want to use this, and whatever sub-user that you create is going to go back on the list right over here. Then you've got your background remover, which is absolutely amazing. So if you want to remove a background, for instance, from this particular image, it removes it such a clean way that it's absolutely phenomenal. So let this load. It'll take few seconds. An absolutely clean logo. The logo has been, the background has been removed for that one, so you can download it on your system. So back to dashboard, guys, and thank you for staying till the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the detailed demo of AI logo suite. And take care, and I'll see you in my next one. Cheers. Bye now.